Hello, live chatters and mad hatters. This is Douglas George Bloch. It is January 2nd, 2022. A brand new year is upon us. 2021 is behind us, and for many of us, goodbye and good riddance. But 2022 is, besides my birthday being 2/22, I was looking forward to it, but I certainly got off with a bang for me. I had a very, very bad anxiety episode yesterday. It was as bad as it's ever gotten, only going back to 1996. I've been having sleep problems for the past 3 months due to a bladder problem, which I was misdiagnosed for, given a medication that made me get up 6, 7, 8 times a night, which disrupted my sleep, and one thing led to another. Anyway, Happy New Year. I definitely hope, for me at least, I hope this is like the last release of the 2021 pain and suffering, which I had quite a bit last year. So maybe the first of the year was, my way of doing a final releasing. But I'm glad to be here. I didn't think I was going to make it. I'm telling you, can someone, what's the word, validate for me how crippling intense anxiety is. I mean, how completely debilitating it is when you're so anxious that the idea of doing anything, even just going to the store and getting a Coke, is overwhelming, including, in my case, doing the show. Lola Frenchy Swan says he's really having, or he or she is really having a hard time. I'm really sorry to hear that. COVID has been really difficult in terms of isolation. Are you seeing a counselor or a therapist? They are available. That's the first thing I would say. Find someone in your area who you can talk to and tell about your suffering. It's absolutely essential. I have a website on suicide prevention that I think might give you some tools, which would be helpful, but you also need to reach out not only to a therapist, but to a friend, anybody. I have to tell you, I was suicidal yesterday and the day before. Not seriously, but it was scared the crap out of me. Yes, my PayPal address, LS16, is douglasbloch@gmail.com, the same as my email address, absolutely. Hey Jennifer, hey California Dreaming. Jason, Lola Frenchy Swan are trying, it's hard to afford. Well, yes it is. There are free support groups that you can find on the National Alliance on Mental NAMI. I'll write this down. And maybe you can ask some of your friends to chip in, or the Depression Bipolar Support Alliance. I'll have to make this in a separate word. The Depression Bipolar. I need to have these here, like just to cut and paste for people who are really struggling, instead of having to paste them out every time. Yeah, I'm going to have this right by my fingertips. Support, P-O-R-T. I have a hard time typing. Okay, so if you go to those websites, Lola Frenchy Swan, you will definitely go click on support and you'll get some local groups. Drink water, herbal tea instead of Coke, buddy. Green Mountain tea is great against angst, for example. Well, that's good to know. And I don't drink coffee these days. I know how it feels like to have severe anxiety. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. You should read my memoir. They're 9 months every day. Yeah, I don't have friends, but that's okay. I love being here, and I have a dog named Lola that's here for me. Well, that's wonderful. And that's why you call yourself Lola Frenchy Swan. Look, if you email me, I'm very emotional. I know what your suffering is like. Go ahead and email me, and I will send you a list of resources and a link to my website. I would probably send you some money, but that would probably not be very professional. But I can certainly give you resources and give you some inspirational videos. Here's the thing. Lola, the Frenchy Swan. Here's the thing. You never know what tomorrow may bring. I'm going to send you the five affirmations I used yesterday when I thought I wanted to basically, possibly end it all. I mean, you guys have no idea how close to the edge I was yesterday. I mean, I was that close. Not totally. I mean, I have the buffer of all my friends and family, but still, when you're in enough pain and you feel hopeless, even having friends and family is not enough to keep you out of the possibility of ending your life. So I have been through it many times. I didn't think I'd have to go through it again. I think it was only for a couple of days, but nonetheless, it's scary as shit. And when the miracle will happen, yes, I've had my miracles in my book, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop. I had a major miracle and a bunch of people prayed for me. I can't thank you enough. This Sunday is the one thing I have to look forward to. Well, I'm glad. I was crying the last 4 days. I just feel very emotional. I'm sorry. Oh, God. I tell you, suicidal pain will bring you to your knees. So, we got to know that we got to know there's invisible forces helping us if we just can ask and call on those invisible forces. Anyway, here's something you can call, which I called last night, like the 11th hour. It's called Silent Unity. You call them, I don't care how messed up you feel, they will pray for you. That's not the right address for out of town, right? They will pray for you, and they will put your name in their prayer chapter for 30 days. I mean, has anybody here been truly desperate? I mean, really desperate? I mean, like you have no hope and that's it? You're done for? Anyone ever been there? I'm sure some of you have. Well, I've been through that. Well, each of my breakdowns, 90 when I was 25, when I was 32, when I was 46, when I was 65. You wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy, but I don't know. You just have to basically hang on there. I have some. I'm going to type some videos. There's some affirmations for you that I wrote last night when I was at my wit's end. I want you to write them down. I'm just going to lose it. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you the what I wrote down last night when I was trying to convince myself to stay alive. Okay, so here's the first one. From Spirit. How do you define spirit? I can Thank you, Marius. Okay, that's the first one I wrote. The second affirmation I wrote, which I'm sure you guys have heard of, this will not be forever. The third one is, this is very powerful. This is given to me by a friend. The brain is out of balance right now, that's for sure. I've got to take off my glasses to read this, but the brain can heal, right. Okay, the brain is balanced, I don't know, but the brain is out of balance right now, but the brain will heal and I feel better. There are two more. Of course, I did this on one of my videos. You never know what good never go to tomorrow may bring. And the last affirmation I used, I am having more and more peaceful Okay, so these are the 5 affirmations I wrote and read every time I had a despairing or suicidal thought come through my brain, which was basically all day January 1st. So thank you, Pamela. Appreciate your help. Anyway, thank you for your encouragement. So now I want to do one other thing for you, if I can find it. I got to get my cell phone. Somebody gave me a message, and it says this is very important because when you can't hold the hope for yourself, you need somebody else too. Hey, Joan, are you there? Hey, Joni, can you please bring my cell phone here? You can hear it. Joan is getting my phone. You want to say hello? Next time. Okay, so there was a man named Mike who was my coaching client in 2017. He was in really bad shape. I worked with him for 2 years. I visited him in 2019. He said I had saved his life. So just ironically, right after I'd gone into my first anxiety attack on New Year's Day at 8:58 a.m., he happened to text me. And he said, "Happy New Year's Day, Doug." Anyway, I called him up and said, "I'm really, really, really in bad shape," and he talked with me for 3 hours. I was so agitated. I was pacing back and forth. I felt like a violent force had taken me over and had grabbed me by the throat. Anyway, I walked around the block for an hour. He was on the phone with me. He helped me cook my breakfast, and then he helped me write those 5 affirmations. So I have an iPhone, right? iPhone has, like many smartphones, has a little things called voice memos, and so I asked him to record some encouraging words. So here's the point. When you can't believe for yourself that you're going to get better, you have to believe, you have to use someone else's belief for you and hang on to that like a drowning man who's thrown a life raft. So this is only, what is this, 44 seconds? So this is what he said. Hey Mike, you think I can make it through this?
Doug, you're going to get through this. I have no doubts. You've been through this many times before. I have no doubts you're going to be just fine.
Hey, thank you.
Help me through this so I know exactly what you're going through. I'm very confident and know you're going to be okay. One day at a time, and you're going to be okay. I just know it. You'll be okay, Doug.
So anytime you get this, I got despairing, I play that message and I say, he says it with such authority. He knows in his heart that I'm going to get better. So he must be right. Even though I don't believe it, he must be right. And that's what keeps me alive, as well as some of the other messages I got. Anyway, so it's important that when you can't believe for yourself that you're going to get better, that you have, it doesn't even have to be a friend. You could just write something in, something spiritual, like, what did Timothy say? God is something about God does not bring a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. Something like that. Not a spirit of fear, but a love and power and a sound mind. Like an inspirational quotation. Anything that you can hang on to outside of your brain that tells you you're going to be okay, because your brain is not working properly. What did I say here about your brain is not, what is it? It's out of balance. It's broken. It can heal, but it's broken. So any information it's giving you about you'll never get better, it's hopeless, is false. But you have to have something outside of yourself. You have to have an outside perspective from another person or another writing that can replace the message of that broken brain. And that's how I held on yesterday without harming myself. And I'm not out of this yet, unfortunately. I'm feeling better today, but I know from my past examples that these things come and go. So hopefully by next Sunday, I'll be more stable. But I'm glad I'm stable enough to do this live chat right now. Anyway. Oh no, I've been having health issues for about 4 months. Yo, Chiri Kang, constant going to the bathroom. I was actually misdiagnosed and given a wrong medication. So I was getting up every hour and a half to go to the bathroom. When your sleep goes to shit, man, your mind goes to shit. Well, sorry. Yes, sorry about the narcissist, you guys. Anyway, if you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, that's when spiritual attacks occur. Well, that's true. One that appeared on my feed, I have abilities that no one else has, and I will use them to make the world a better place. I can relate to that. No, this anxiety is not bad during the new year. It happens all over the place. Yeah, you've had anxiety attacks 3 days, a month, a day for a month, can't cope. Well, you can cope. If anybody writes me, anybody writes me, I will send you a list of these affirmations. I'll send you some of my videos. I'll send you everything I know that can help keep you alive. So, okay, so now that I've kind of shared with you what's going on, I think it's time for me to take your questions and see how you guys are doing. But I thought this would be instructional. I mean, I didn't do it on purpose, but anytime you can see how a person survives it's good because we've all been there, right? Susan Jones, right? Everybody's on this feed. Everybody's on this live stream because everybody suffers from depression. Everybody suffers from anxiety, and sometimes it just breaks through and it's hell. And, you know, we have to keep it together. So I'm very grateful that at least today I'm here. So if you guys can send me your prayers, put me on a prayer list like Silent Unity, anything, good thoughts over the next 7 days, I'd really appreciate it. I do have a lot of friends, I do have a lot of support, but when you're going through this, it's powerful. I pray tomorrow morning I don't have an attack like this. I don't think I will, because I have, I'm going to get some really good sleep tonight. Anyway, so, not doing well, Lazy Ranch, anxiety, depression, right, I haven't left your house in 2 weeks. Well, the rain can be crummy, can it? Happy New Year, Alice. Great. Hey, Task Monaco, why don't you tell me a stupid joke? That would be helpful. Yes. Thank you for being there for Doug. Joan is a rock. Yeah, Lola's Frenchy Swans. I don't know what your email is going to be, but I'm going to give you brand new emails. I get too much crap in my old one. I'm going to be changing my email address this year. Wow, you're going to try to get out? Well, good work. Sorry you're living in such, country. Well, I'm glad this Sunday morning is the only thing you have to look forward to. Lola Frenchy Swan, I'm committed to being here as long as I can. Why, Lisa, thank you for your $13.99 contribution. We must remind you that this station is based on love offerings, and thank you for doing that. Okay. You never know when the miracle will happen. Yes, thank you, Carrie, for rooting for me. Oh, I've been having a major a series of sleep disruptions for 3 months, and yesterday it completely broke through into major anxiety attack with suicidal ideation. And yes, I have been taking Calm, by the way. So yeah, so I'm feeling better now, and actually I think I'm not going to talk about it anymore, because if I talk about it, it may just make it worse. But I just had to share with you what was going on, because this is an honest channel. So remember, use your affirmations, and have others believe for you what you can't believe for yourself. Yeah, well, that reminds me of my book. When going through hell, don't stop. A survivor's got anxiety and clinical depression. So yes, when going through hell, keep going. Absolutely true. It's okay to not be okay. Absolutely. All right, Pal and Jerry, sobbing is good for the soul. Let it out, my friend. Yes, thank you very much, Pal. I was doing that quite a lot yesterday. Thanks for the live stream. Thank you, Julia. Giving you a spiritual hug right now. You have no idea how much you are loved. Yes. Thank you very much. The brain is out of balance. Truly loved. Thank you. And so, this too shall pass. Yes. Maris is a PayPal. Same as Douglas' email address. Yes. Thank you so much. You never know. Good tomorrow morning. Yeah, these affirmations are very powerful. Putting off calling my Siri, because I know I cry, woke up crying for last night. My heart feels like it's made of lead lately. Holidays are very hard for me. Well, that's part of the trigger, is the holidays. Never good. Well, Alex, if you're living with I guess if you're living with someone who's a malignant narcissist, you should try to leave. If you can't, I guess you should find a counselor and try to do the best you can with it. Carol West, God bless you and keep you, Douglas. This too shall pass. My struggle too, lots of times. Hold on, sending love. Yes, hold on is significant. And someone just sent $4.99. Julie Nelson, a lovely name. I love the name Julie. Thank you. With hope and spirit, I can make it through this moment by moment. Yes, unknown spirit. That's a great affirmation. Can we have a 6? We all believe you will recover. Yeah, well, how about my favorite? It's a repetition, but how about that? How about this one? There's so many of them. I did a whole tape on affirmations. Oh, I don't know how to spell invisible. invisible. So, yeah. There are some other affirmations you can use. I have invisible means of support. This too shall pass. Yeah, well, parents are the worst any children if the parents are mentally ill. The happiest ever been hasn't happened yet. Yeah, that's true. My niece says your best days are still ahead of you. Same idea. Oh, there's 71 people on the channel. That's great. I pray for things to improve for you and everyone connected to you. Have you heard of heavening technique? It can be very helpful when overwhelmed. Well, Jason Miller, just wanted you to send me something about it. Oh, Steve D. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Took psychiatric meds for about 7 months. Since then, down to depression. I quit the meds. Successfully, now I'm afraid I've damaged my brain. No, you haven't damaged your brain. I mean, your brain is not working right, but it's resilience. Believe me. I promise you. I'm 72 years old. I have been in psychiatric institutions probably for a total of 3.5 years. My brain has been plenty damaged, and it all has resurrected and come back. So, human beings are incredibly resilient. Human beings are incredibly resilient. Tell yourself that human beings are incredibly resilient. That's it. So, you can get better, Stevie D. My 13 goats were staring at a brilliant rainbow on New Year's Eve day. That's pretty good. Yeah, I got some good sleep last night because of Klonopin. So that's the deal. Yes, we are stronger together. Has anyone woke up in the morning with a panic attack? Yes, of course. People just don't take into consideration spiritual dimension and anxiety and depression. We need awareness. Attacks can come when we're low physically, emotionally, or mentally. Jennifer Tiana, I love your name. Thank you for your $4.99 donation. Appreciate it. Happy New Year to everyone. 2022 has to be better. Yes, Lagai, I couldn't agree with you more. Hey, Ben Jarman from Australia. We love you, Mr. Douglas. You've helped a lot of people. I'm sure you will be fine. Sending love and prayers to you. Yes, well, my friend Mike Bordner says I'm going to be fine, so I believe it. Yeah, Carrie, I agree. Temptation is definitely part of the human experience, no question about it. Oh my God, I struggled with awful insomnia when I was getting maybe 2-3 hours a week. I once went an entire week without sleep. It had to be hospitalized, yeah. I'm not quite sure how good this was for me to talk about this. because it's kind of triggering everything. So I think I'm going to end this early at 12:45. I think that I need to kind of regroup and get myself back in order and get back into my spirit. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. So in about 5 minutes, I'm going to go take a walk, waiting for my assistant to come here, and I'm going to focus on the fact I slept incredibly well, the fact that my anxiety is gone for this morning, and the fact that this is going to continue. So if you would like to do me a favor, all of you, what you can do is you can just hold in consciousness that what I went through was temporary, that I'm on the other side of it, and that my sense of wellness is going to continue. So I'm going to write that down. I am on the other side of my crisis. The stability I have attained will stay. I have been healed from this experience, and I will move on and continue my ministry with new inspiration. I can spell inspiration, that'd be great. S-P-I-R-R-A-T-I-O-N. Okay, here are my 3 affirmations that you can hold for me. I'm on this side of my crisis. The stability I've attained will stay, and I've been healed from this experience, and will move on and continue my ministry with new inspiration. So that's it. That's how I'm ending. That's how, the live stream is ending. And that's how I'm going to end. And you guys can go ahead and continue to, Nuna. Do you have a question? Oh, Marina Blackyard. Nice to see you. You have a question about anything? I'd love to answer it. So, don't want you to just come here and leave. But so those are the affirmations I've written, and that's what I'm going to leave this with. I'm on this side of my crisis. The stability I've attained will stay, and I've been healed from this experience, and I will move on and continue my ministry with new inspiration. I like that. That's what I'm going to print out, and that's what I'm going to basically focus on. Hey, Words Can Inspire from Great Britain. Love you. Hey, Roller Girl. Nice to see you. From Las Vegas, right? Yes, more on this together. Absolutely. No question about it. So this is called making a declaration. This is very, very helpful for me, and I think for everybody. You write down the statements that you want to have manifest in your life, and you write them down in the present tense, and you put energy into them, and you share them with people. The 3 affirmations: I'm on the other side of my crisis. The stability I've attained will stay, and I've been healed from this experience, and I will continue to move on and continue my ministry with new inspiration. So that's the declaration. See, that feels much better than only, sharing with you what happened. So I believe in declarations. 80 likes, please. Yeah, you got to hit the like button. I have a video called Affirmations that got me through a depressive episode, which has more of the same things. So I encourage you all to create your own declarations, right? It's 2022, right? New Year's, what do they call New Year's resolutions? So what you need to do is you need to create your own declarations. This is very, very important. And then you need to put juice behind them. And you need to basically have other people hold them with you. Okay? So you can even say something like 2022 is a great year for me. Where is my phone? Oh, it's not. There it is. Voice memos. Yeah. So this is key. That for the new year or any time, you need to create a declaration, which is a statement of intention of what you want and what is true, and you need to say them with conviction, and you need to have other people say them in conviction for you, and turn to them when you can't believe for yourself. And that's it. So anybody have a declaration for the new year? I've heard, I'm so glad it's not 2020 and not 2022. I had actually a great year in 2020. The president doesn't like a moving target. Yep, that's Michael Hennett said that. That's a great quote from him. Almost in tears, gotta appreciate and need these affirmations. So yeah. So before we leave, I'm extending this a little longer than I thought. So yeah, okay, so 2022 will be a great year of healing. That's a declaration from Chom Choms. This new year will not involve unnecessary drama. That is my declaration. All joy and peace here. Great. Okay, Elena, you got it. Chom Choms, you got it. So, anybody else? Anybody else have a declaration? I will be open to experience positive change, progress, not perfection. I've experienced greater stability this year. Or usually, when you write declarations, they're supposed to be in the first person present tense. So you say, Susan Jones, I am experiencing greater stability this year. It's more powerful to state it in the present tense. I am overcoming all shame and guilt. Oh, these are excellent declarations. I'm not making decisions because they never happen anyway. Declarations. Well, you haven't tried it. Try it again and have other people hold it with you. I'm may not sure where I want to be right now, but I'm so glad I'm not where I used to be. That's good. So, so Susan Jones, this is how you do it. I am experiencing Okay, see if you can basically I am experiencing what is it? Greater stability? Yes. Greater STAB. I am experiencing greater stability this year. So that's how you basically do it. I am well integrated myself in my environment. That's wonderful. I refuse to surrender to hopelessness. Every day and every way, I will continue and improve. That's wonderful. I will continue to improve my life in 2022, or I am continuing to improve my life. I like that. I refuse to surrender to hopelessness. Your inspiration in providing solace and lessons for us to use and benefit from. Thank you, little guy. Well, look, when life gives you lemon, make lemonade, right? So if your life gives you suffering, what should you do? You should turn the suffering around and make something positive of it, right? Lemonade. I'm a rock and shall allow the waves of adversity to wash over me. Boy, that's pretty amazingly poetic. Mom Pods too. Are you French? I'm getting better in every way. Yes, of course. This, my declaration, I will help at least 2 other people that are going through similar journeys. Beautiful, Jack Henry. I love the fact you're from Canada. I think you must be with the Maple Leaf. And the pain one way or another. Well, I hope. That's a little bit ambiguous. How about I will end the pain and come out better? How's that? I will become the arbiter of my own self-worth, or I am the arbiter of my own self-wealth. Yeah, I'm going to value in you. I'm going to change that. I'm going to change it to I will end the pain and come out better. You believe that, everybody? It's important to come out better and not bitter. I'll tell you something. I don't know how this is going to end for me, but every difficult situation I've gone through, I have come out better. I think you need me to AMR videos. I'm not quite sure what they are, but I think they put people to sleep. The height of my joy is based on the depth of my suffering. Wow. Kelly Burns, you should know you've been through a lot. I'm having a very clear and stable idea of my next step in life, and I'm surrounded by so much love and support this year. That's beautiful. LMFM. I experienced a solid stability this year. Yep. Susan Jones, I like the way you wrote it. Absolutely, why wouldn't you? Well, I'm not quite sure what that means, Elena, but sounds kind of interesting. Yeah, you guys are coming up with some. I do my best when I find humor in the situation. Yeah, or you should say, I am becoming the arbiter of my self-wealth. Present tense is always much more important, powerful than the future tense. So I am becoming the arbiter of my self-worth. There it is right there. So, that help? My Asian friend, Yokio-chan, I am the arbiter of my own self-worth, or am becoming. We are all winners. That's nice. Lazy Ranch, you're funny. Roller Girl from Las Vegas. It reminds me that you do roller skating. I used to love roller skating. Oh, Tracy Marks, yeah. Tracy Marks is an African-American psychiatrist out of Georgia. She's brilliant. Amazing, amazing. When going to hell, I have the support of others who believe I will come through. That's right, Jason Miller. That's been my MO. So great. Good work. I've survived 100% of my worst days. I like that, Kelly Burns. I can relate to that. Right. Whoops. Well, I don't know what happened to my recording, but that's okay. I bet it tastes nice. Yeah, about your new cake. All right, we now have 5 minutes left. I guess I'm going the distance, as someone once said. And Field of Dreams, right? Go the distance. Anybody watch that film? You're probably too young. 1988, Kevin Costner. I love that film. Anyway, I will end the pain and come out better. Oh, that was me. That was my declaration. 2022 will be my happiest year until 2023. Chum chums, that's pretty good. I love your thing, Mom Pa Sue. I'm a rock and shall allow the waves of adversity to wash over me. I'm going to steal that, if you don't mind. I'm going to take a picture of that. I'm going to steal that. That is just way too good. I made you laugh, Douglas? Well, that's good. Laughter is good medicine. Can't express how much we appreciate you, Douglas. Thank you. Breakthrough, not break down. Absolutely. That is very good. Value you in. Thank you for your words. No problem, says Mom Pa Sue. Is that French? No need to hurry, no need to sparkle, no need to be anyone but oneself, says Virginia Woolf, the great writer who suffered from bipolar disorder herself. Hey, nice, James Hadaway. Nice to see you too. All right. Well, my assistance is coming. What does not kill me makes me stronger. Well, that's Friedrich Nietzsche, isn't it? Yeah, I should have had Claire come. $79 viewers, not too bad. Constant, never-ending improvement. All right. So, good year to everybody. I think I'm going to be just fine. A little bit shaky, but yeah. Thank you for your prayers, and all of you write your declarations, keep focusing on them, and make 2022 your best year. Okay, we'll see you guys next week, God willing, and how's everything going? As my nephew, he has no idea the crap I'm going through. Well, Patrick Coleman's a really great person. I'm glad he showed up in the last 2 minutes. All right, so peace to everyone, and words can inspire my good friend from the UK, formerly known as Jem Jem. Happy New Year, Serenable. I'm going to stop and watch the clock hit 1 o'clock. Take care of yourself, Douglas. Absolutely. I can't believe I'm still here. Severe depression episode, debilitating bedridden vertigo. Yes, well, I've never had vertigo, but it is debilitating. I'm watching the clock to 1 o'clock. Bless you for your valuable ministry, and that's what it is. And it's 1. Good way to end, Carol West. Okay, guys, you have a great week. I'm going to have a great week. Please give this a like. Any contributions you want to make, you can still have time to make them. Let people know about this channel. Watch my other videos, and hopefully we will see you next week in good spirits.